You're watching Tamaqua's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this WYLN Sports Special presentation of the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, the final Game of the Week, week number 10 in the regular season, as the Comets of Crestwood travel to Hazleton to take on the Cougars of Hazleton area. You are looking live at Harmon Guise Stadium, home of the Hazleton area Cougars. We thank you for joining us for continuing coverage of high school football on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Mike Sosar on the sidelines, Jim Burns on the stats. As we are at the final stretch of the regular season, week number 10. As the Comets come up from Mountaintop to take on the Hazleton area Cougars. We also want to remind you that the Lehigh Valley Health Network sponsoring a Pink Out tonight at Harmon Guise Stadium to help with awareness for breast cancer and breast cancer research. They have a stand over on the Wyoming Street side of the end zone here at Harmon Guise Stadium. And as you see, the hometown Cougars on senior night, just about set to step onto the turf here at Harmon Guise Stadium. And here come the 4 and 5 Cougars of Hazleton area. And Joe, I guess the theme for tonight is goodbye for Hazleton area Coach Brennan and this high school at Hazleton area officially saying goodbye to the senior class, as it is senior night, but they still have work to do. And on the opposite side, finishing up his 13th year at Crestwood in what will be his final year and could very possibly be his final game tonight at Crestwood, a class act and head coach Greg Myers.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Myers before the game, and both of us congratulated him. I think he's done a great job with the Crestwood program. I'm sure he will be missed. He was explaining his fall schedule, and I could see why he needs to take a little time with 2 daughters involved in various sports and a young daughter at home. Wife's a head field hockey coach at Wilkes University, so...
And you could tell that he missed seeing his daughter play fall softball.
Yeah, I think that's very...
that, she plays fall softball, and you could just tell that he missed that he doesn't get to see her play much.
Exactly right, and it comes down to is it family or football in this case, and as it should be, family wins out. And the other part, at talking to Coach Myers, he felt that the Cougars right now are playing the best they've played all year, and which bodes well for Coach Brennan in Hazleton area, because this game is not the end of the season for them. They will play a playoff game, where, when, we'll find out in the next few days.
Down to the field, referee Greg Harkins for tonight's coin toss.
Chris, you elected to kick on the board. Talked about earlier. Have a good game tonight. Have some fun out here tonight. On defense. Hey, Chris, we'll put your backs over there. Hey, shake hands. Come on, ready to play ball, fellas.
Hazleton area won the toss, and they have elected to receive, as they did last week on the road against Coughlin. Greg Harkins, our referee. The umpire is Al Williams. Jim Trusky is the linesman. Tonight's line judge is Robert Lutzik. Jim Darr is the side judge, and the field judge tonight is Kevin Harry. And the officiating crew wanted us to send best wishes. He was supposed to be on the crew tonight, but a little under the weather tonight, Mr. Anthony Durso, and they just wanted to send out get well wishes to Mr. Durso, but unfortunately not feeling well tonight and not participating with the crew, so Kevin Harry joined in, and the crew is set for tonight's game. I want to remind you, the Lehigh Valley Health Network is pleased to be the official sponsor of WYLN's Game of the Week. Best of luck to tonight's teams from Lehigh Valley Health Network. And once again, I want to remind you, the Lehigh Valley Health Network sponsoring a pink out tonight here on Harmon Geist Stadium.
Marty, one of the things you look for, and Hazleton took the ball against Coughlin last week, moved the ball right down the field. Offensively, Sparky Wolk, obviously the spark plug, the guy that really gets them going. Damon Horton back, full speed right now. So the offensive line, I thought, played extremely well for Hazleton area last week. They are 4-5, Marty. Started a little slow. They've been picking up momentum the last few games. It'll be interesting to see how far they can go starting with this ball game and then the playoffs.
Number 2, Garrett Swank on for Crestwood. He is going to be getting set for the Barbush Automotive kickoff. Back deep, the lone returner is number 33, Lance Johnson. Short squibbing kick. It's going to be picked up by one of the upmen. I believe that is Evan Mattias. Mattias across the 30, and he is slung down at the 32-yard line. Making the play on special teams for Crestwood was Matt Dean. Matt
Dean, great coverage on that kickoff. Hazleton area will start at their 32-yard line.
First and 10, Cougars from their own 32. They're in the red, going from left to right, with senior quarterback Sparky Wolk under center. He gives the fellow senior Damon Horton, and he is banged down for a loss of 2 on the play. I believe we're going to look at that Cougar offense. Beaver, Luna, Cunningham, Puchik, Hedrington up front. Jared Cunningham, the tight end. Sparky Wolk will go through some of his career accomplishments as the night goes on. Horton, Solomon in the backfield, Fisher and Hunsinger, the receivers.
Looked like Horton ran into his own player. Looked like the left tackle.
Wolk the pass, complete to Hunsinger. He breaks the tackle. He's got a first down or more. He's down the sideline in the common territory. One man to beat. He's not going to get him. Hunsinger to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Hey, 2 Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown. The connection. Whoa, to Hunsinger for the 9th time this season.
Cornerback took a chance. Came up very quickly. Nobody to help him. Hunsinger took it to the sideline after the missed tackle. All the way for the touchdown. Cougars strike early.
Unofficially, that puts Sparky Wolk over 6,000 yards passing in his career on that 70-yard pass play to Hunsinger. Will Garcia on for the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. Quickly, 49 seconds into the opening quarter, Cougars up 7-0 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Breast Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Our amazing off-premise sale was a huge success. We sold a whole lot of pre-owned, but not many new, so now I'm overstocked. Let me just run a couple of these great deals by you. How about an 18 GMC Crew Cab SLE, nicely equipped? You pay $41,292. Or how about an 18 Buick Encore all-wheel drive? You pay just $22,618. How about a 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 Tradesman? You pay $39,900. We have over 30 banks on hand with a 99% approval rate. Check us out on the web. We're open 24/7. Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Quickly, 49 seconds into the ball game, Hazleton area on the board from 70 yards out. Wolk to Hunsinger. Cougars up 7-0. Will Garcia for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Short kick taken by one of the upmen for Crestwood. That was Chase Passman. He brings it to the 37 of Crestwood.
Marty Hunsinger took a 3-yard gain, made it a 70 with his legs. Hunsinger 70-yard pass from Walt Garcia with the kick. 2 plays, 68 yards, took us 49 seconds.
Passman does not have his hand wrapped, the left hand that we saw a couple weeks ago in Berwick. So he's in at quarterback. And this will be Petrosky. Petrosky gets maybe a yard for the Comets. We'll get a look at them offensively. Kinney, Dean, Petrochko, Cesario, and Foley up front. Harding is the tight end. Swank was listed at quarterback, but Passman took the first play. Caparucio and Arnold in the backfield with Naminsky and Petrosky, the receivers for Crestwood.
Hazleton doing a great job containing that sweep play, and the backside of the defense came in to make the tackle. 2nd and about 9.
And movement up front as Passman with the hard count looked like got the Cougar defensive line to jump in more than one area.
Not a penalty you like to see if you're on the sideline on the coaching staff, especially in the 10th game of the season.
Coordinated health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. So it makes it 2nd and 4 for the Comets. This is Caparucio with a direct snap. He's got a first down and more into Cougar territory as he is brought down by Johnson at the Cougar 45 for the first time tonight. The Comets with a Harry's you pull it. First down.
Snap really out of a single wing type formation. 2 blockers in front. Caparucio downhill very quickly. Picks up good yardage in a first down. If you see a running back, Marty, able to go downhill after 2 or 3 steps, you know he's going to get up the field. If he's running toward the sideline, that means that the defense has contained.
Short.
And again, Caparucio, the direct snap. This time the Cougars read it well, hold them to a gain of about 2. We'll get a look at that Cougar defense. Fuchik, Santos, Garcia, Cunningham up front. Fisher and Solomon, Molesky, Johnson. Those linebackers have played well as of late. Warner and Hunsinger, the corners. Sparky Wolk, the senior, patrolling the safety. Naminsky and Swank come to the bottom of your screen. They fake the Petrosky. Passman keeps, goes straight up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles before Johnson brings him down inside the 30 to the 29. Good for another Crestwood. Harry's you pull it, first down.
Good job by the Crestwood offensive line opening up a gap. Passman takes it up the field, does a pretty good job of handling that ball. Was able to hide it low. Tough to pick up when you're on defense.
The give is to Swank. And Swank will get inside the 25 before he is brought down at the 23. Give him 6 on first down.
Over the years, Crestwood has used that play very effectively. That little inside type reverse almost.
High school football is brought to you by Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional and pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their on-site facility. For professional and courteous service, give them a call, 570-929-2820.
Crestwood effective here early.
2nd and 4 from the 23. Crestwood down 7 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership first quarter scoreboard. Petrosky gets it from Passman. He's got open field. Petrosky cuts it back. He's going to the end zone for a 2. Italian guys. Pizzeria touchdown. Crestwood within an extra point of tying the game.
I'll tell you what, Marty. Nobody on the corner. Takes it to the end zone. Very effective first drive by the Comets. Obviously, they've come to play. I wanted to talk a little bit about Coach Myers and the emotion that they feel tonight with his last game as the kick goes up.
And Swank ties it up. 8:32 left in the opening quarter. All tied at 7. The game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week and the Lehigh Valley Health Network pink out at Hartman Geist Stadium. Each team has the ball once. They both score touchdowns. 7-all here at Hartman Geist Stadium. Garrett Swank back out there for a Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Ryan Petrowski, 23-yard run. Swank with the kick. 6 plays, 6 rushes for 58 yards.
Hunsinger bobbled but gained control. He's across the 35, brought down near the 40. So good starting field position again for the Cougars in this 7-all tie. High school football is brought to you by Pete Kesselika, State Farm Agency for home, auto, life, and business insurance. Stop by our new location at 16 North Laurel Street in Hazleton or call 570-459-9000. Pete Kesselika, State Farm Insurance. Wolk out of the gun on 1st and 10 from the 40. This is Horton. He's got 5. He's got a first down before he is knocked out of bounds by Swank into Comet territory at the 48. Give him 12. And a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down.
Nice job, right side of the line, gets a little movement.
Comets defensively, 4-man front, Gagaris, Petrachko, Foley, and Harding. Hawley, Naminsky, and Arnold, the backers. Swank and Figmick, the corners, DeMarzo and Petrosky manning the safety position. Horton, this time got stacked up. I believe Caparucio might have been the first one there to stop Horton.
Tackle was made by number 36.
Should mention that if I didn't at the top, Joe, that Hazleton area is guaranteed a spot in the 6A tournament next week. They are guaranteed to play in Williamsport. What isn't guaranteed is the site. There is some thought that if Hazleton area wins tonight, Williamsport loses to Valley West, and once they figure in the numbers, maybe the game would be played here at Harmon Guy Stadium, which would be a rematch of that 127-point marathon that we had earlier this year. Wolk the pass, and reading it was Swank, who came up in coverage and forced the incompletion.
Swank did a great job breaking on the ball. In fact, Sparky Wolk had to throw a little high. Maybe it was just as well because Swank looked like he had a good shot at intercepting the ball.
Should mention with that last pass to Hunsinger, unofficially, he's moved in the 5th place all-time with Justin Kalinowski with 78 receptions. He's tied for 7th with pass receptions in the season with Ryan Saxon at 46. And he's got 9 touchdowns in the season that ties him for 2nd with Donnie Patrick. As Wolk goes across the middle to Schneider, was he able to scoop it up? Waiting for the call. I believe they're going to say it's a completed pass, and it appears to be enough. We'll see what Greg Harkins says.
The umpire had a good look at this as Wolk makes the throw a little low.
And it is a Harry's you pull it first down for the Cougars at the Comet 38. And go ahead, Joe.
Schneider with a great catch. Got his hands under that ball. Now we have a first down. The chain crew had it marked as 3rd and short. Greg Harkins moves in and moves the chain.
And Hunsinger has also moved into 3rd place all by himself behind Chad Nicholas and Don Patrick for career touchdowns. Wolk to pass across the middle, complete to Horton, and he got tripped up from behind by Brendan DeMarzo.
Great protection here, Marty. He has 5 or 6 seconds to throw that ball. When you hit that much time in the pocket, you're bound to find somebody, and he found Horton on the crossing pattern.
Greg Harkins signals Harry's you pull it Cougar first down, a gain of 10. So ball marked at the 28. Lance Johnson, the Wolk's left. And Johnson will get the carry. He's inside the 25, and he is spun down inside the 20. Naminsky on the tackle, but not before Johnson picks up a Harry's you pull it. Cougar first down with a gain of 11.
Right side, Johnson again finds a little bit of a crease and is able to take it up the field. Good yardage, first down.
Cougars for the first time tonight in the Grand Central Red Zone. Wolk to pass. Horton got away from one tackler, trying to get to the outside. And he'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 13. Give him a gain of 4 on the play.
Petrowski right there couldn't hang on. Horton's the type of back, if you don't wrap on him, he's going to gain some yardage. He did there. Should have been a loss. He picked up about 5. Long 4.
Wolk pumps, being pressured, got it off, looking for Hunsinger, and just out of his reach, incomplete. Swank again on the coverage.
Garrett Swank, good coverage as Sparky Wolk looked to his right. He had some pressure coming backside. You have to believe they're in 4-down territory, Marty, so.
Well, don't forget about Will Garcia.
Got a little wind against him if they decide to go with Garcia in the field.
A draw to Horton. Straight up the middle. Horton, untouched, to the end zone for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown. Rushing touchdown number 20 for Damon Horton.
Sprint draw, took it to the left side. Sparky Wolk looked like he was sprinting right. Handed it to Horton, left side of that offensive line. Beaver, Luna, Cunningham, Puchik. Nice job clearing the way.
Will Garcia's kick is up and good. 6:04 remaining in the opening quarter. Cougars answer and lead 14-7 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network regular season finale, week number 10. Cougars up 14-7. Garcia with a Barbush Automotive kickoff. And it'll be taken from the 15 by Caparucio. And Caparucio gets all the way out to midfield with a return of about 35.
Matt Fisher was in on the tackle for the Cougars.
Anthony Caparucio showing some speed as he takes it up the field here. If you're on the kickoff team, you have to have better coverage than that. Max Barrett came in for the tackle, not until Caparucio had about a 35-yard return.
So right from midfield, 1st and 10 Comets, trailing 14-7. Fake to give to Swank. Passman's going to pass and just overthrows Petrosky. Warner on the coverage. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Comets.
Warner, good coverage. Marty, last touchdown, Horton, 13-yard sprint draw. Great block inside by Josh Hedrington. Garcia with the kick. 9 plays, 60 yards. Wolf was 3 for 5 for 24 yards. Horton, 2 rushes, 25 yards on that touchdown drive.
Swank does get it this time, but the Cougars string him out, and he does all he can to gain about 3.
I'll tell you what, Marty, that time, good contained by the Hazleton area defense. Warner was up, turned the ball carrier inside. Defense got there from the backside to make the tackle, forcing a 3rd down.
Cougar fans chasing this score. No score between Williamsport and Wyoming Valley West. And at Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, Berwick leading Coughlin 13-0. Here, 4th offensive possession. Both teams have scored on all 3 of the previous possessions. Passman rolls right, throws as a man, and it's complete to the 30 for a hurries. You pull it 1st down. That was Petrosky.
I'll tell you have to give both Passman, who did a great job throwing on the run, and Petrosky finding that gap between the 2 defenders for the completion. There you see Passman. He's going, this is a tough throw for a right-hander. He's able to do it. And there you see Petrosky between the 2 defenders. 1st down for the Comets.
New set of downs from the Cougar 30. Caparucio on the direct snap. He's got 5. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 20. Sparky Wolk brought him down, but there's a penalty flag back at the 31. I believe that would have been thrown by Greg Harkins.
Usually the referees being behind gets a better look at this on the offensive line. Got a holding penalty.
And I'm sure Hazleton area will say march it off, because if not, that was a first down run by Caparucio.
Caparucio is a junior, so coming back another year, has shown some flashes here. Good speed, gets the ball up the field.
Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. So after the penalty, 1st and 21, back to the Cougar 41. Passman the pass. Throws. And Naminsky gets it down to the 25-yard line. Hunsinger brought him down. A gain of 16 on the play.
Marty, I talk about this a lot. The quarterback goes to the corner. If he has no one going to contain or at least bothering him, right here, no one around, Passman makes the throw. Good catch, Naminsky. 2nd and about 7 after a 1st and 21.
That replay was brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Caparucio, the direct snap, hauled down from behind. Seth Hunsinger on the tackle.
Hunsinger came backside and got a hold of Caparucio before he really got underway. Take a look at this. There you see Hunsinger right there. Great job also stacking it up by several of the Cougar defense. So, forces a 3rd down here, about 7.
Naminsky at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one with Hunsinger. Passman looks that way. Throws, complete to Naminsky. Bobbled it for a moment, but held on, gets inside the 20, and he's got a Comet. Harries, you pull it 1st down.
Brandon Naminsky did a great job concentrating. He did bobble it early. Good throw. Hunsinger came up, and it's a 1st down for the Comets.
Comets, for the first time tonight, they are in the Grand Central Red Zone. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 18. 3:25 and counting left in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Comets trailing by 7. Swank in motion to the top of your screen. Caparucio, the direct snap. And Caparucio will be brought down after a gain of about 8 to the 10.
Very effective. Passman and Caparucio very, very close together in that backfield. Not sure where the snap's going. If you're thinking Passman's going to get the ball, Caparucio takes it right side and picks up good yardage.
And when we saw Crestwood earlier this year, they had success in the opening half against Williamsport with the same type of offense with Caparucio and Passman.
I thought the first half of the Williamsport game, Crestwood did a great job as we have a flag, and I think that's going to be probably a defensive offside. That looked like Crestwood wanted to change formation, and if they're not set, they can do that. Let's see if they do have the Cougars for the offside.
So via penalty, a Harry's you pull it 1st down. 1st and goal, Comets down to the 5. And again, Crestwood shifts the formation.
Unbalanced, they have the corner.
Caparucio, direct snap. He's to the end zone and he's in for a 2. Italian guys. Pizzeria. Crestwood, touchdown. Caparucio's 6th of the season.
Marty, offensive line goes from a balanced to an unbalanced right. Plus, they have an up back right there blocking. Clearly no movement from the Hazleton area defense on the line of scrimmage. Caparucio had the corner, touchdown, Crestwood.
Garrett Swank on for the point after. Bad snap, and Petrosky will be brought down. So point after no good as Lance Johnson made the tackle. 2:34 left in the opening quarter. Cougars remain in front, but only 14-13 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Hi, I'm Lonnie from The Wire Guys. We're proud to offer homeowners licensed electricians for jobs big and small.
And I'm Zach. Before we start the work, we give you a price in writing. The Wire Guys are available 365 days a year, 24/7. Our work is done right the first time.
Professional, courteous, licensed electricians. Our guaranteed work is safe, clean, and done right the first time.
The Wire Guys.
Irely Chiropractic Offices celebrating 43 years of practice and community participation in the Hazleton area. Doctors Tricia and Terrence Irely, keeping Hazleton moving since 1975.
Talk to State Farm agent Pete Kazalika today.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. Each team has had the ball twice. They've scored 2 touchdowns. The only difference, a bad snap on the last point after attempt that has Hazleton area in front 14-13. Swank returns to the field, and he'll be on for a Barbush Automotive. Crestwood kickoff.
Marty, Crestwood, Caparucio, 5-yard run. Bad snap on the PAT, 7 plays, 50 yards. Passman was 3 for 4 for 40 yards on that drive.
Swank was able to kick that into the far corner of the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. Hazleton area will have their worst starting field position of the night in this 14-13 game. Contact Commission and Ator at 789 Airport Road, Hazel Township for assistance with financial planning and investment. Call 570-454-1663 for Commission and Ator, and they remind you, go Cougars! Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience. Together, one patient at a time. Walk-on first down pass, bobbled and falls incomplete. Hunsinger was the intended target, and again, Garrett Swank on the coverage forces the incompletion.
Garrett Swank, good coverage. Ball was thrown, looked like he had a shot at catching it. Swank right there forces a 2nd and 10 for the Cougars.
Horton gets the carry, trying to get to the outside, and Crestwood does a nice job of stringing him out, forcing him out of bounds after a short gain. Swank and Naminsky forced him out. Looked like a gain of about 3 for Horton.
Horton has that little step that if you hesitate when he gives you that hesitation step, you're not going to tackle him. That's what happened at the line of scrimmage. He gave one of the defenders a little bit of a hitch step. Gained a couple, forces a 3rd down for Hazleton area.
A 3rd and 7. Big play for this Crestwood defense. Get off the field and get that offense back out there as the officials stop play. And Crestwood takes a timeout. They trail 14-13.
Our amazing off-premise sale was a huge success. We sold a whole lot of pre-owned, but not many new, so now I'm overstocked. Let me just run a couple of these great deals by you. How about an 18 GMC Crew Cab SLE, nicely equipped? You pay $41,292. Or how about an 18 Buick Encore all-wheel drive? You pay just $22,618. How about a 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 Tradesman? You pay $39,900. We have over 30 banks on hand with a 99% approval rate. Check us out on the web. We're open 24/7. Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton. Hope to see you soon.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to secv.com/TVE to get started. Service Electric Cablevision, connecting you to everything that matters.
Welcome back on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 14-13 Cougars after the Crestwood timeout. 3rd and 7 for this Crestwood defense. Wolk's pass complete to Hunsinger. Hunsinger's got running room. He's in the common territory, and he turns on the juices. He's going to go for the second time tonight for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria Cougar touchdown.
One of the things Crestwood's going to have to decide, the rush 4, drop 7. Sparky Wolk has a lot of time. That offensive line is giving him 4, 5, 6 seconds back there. And again, found Hunsinger on a crossing route, much like he did Horton in the prior drive. Hazleton area up 20-13.
2 touchdown receptions for Hunsinger, catch and runs of 70 and 77 yards. 2:09 still left in the opening quarter. Cougars lead at 21-13, and a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
We are here at the Hampton Inn on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township with an amazing view of the Cunningham Valley. And Carla, this view sells the hotel itself when people come in, right?
It absolutely does. We have the only valley views for the Hilton family in the area.
So this hotel, not only do we see this beautiful view, but literally everything in this hotel has been redone.
Absolutely. We're so excited for everybody to see all the changes and improvements we've made, and we're very happy to have you here with us today.
So not only is this beautiful location and beautiful rooms, but somebody wants to come in and take a look at renting one of these beautiful rooms. Maybe they want to spend the night out, maybe hit up a restaurant or something. How could they get a reservation?
Great question. So they could visit us at www.hilton.com, search Hazleton, or you can call us at 570-454-3449, and we'd be happy to make your reservations today.
And that's here at the Hampton Inn on Route 93 in Sugarloaf Township. A beautiful view over the Cunningham Valley.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. Cougars build on their lead, 21-13. Garcia with a Barbush Automotive kickoff, taken by Passman. And Passman will be tackled by Seth Hunsinger out to the 33. That's where the Comets will start, trailing by 8.
Marty, last Hazleton touchdown. Hunsinger 77-yard pass from Wolk. It was about a 15-yard pass. The rest were done with Hunsinger's legs. Garcia kicked 3 plays, 80 yards, 25 seconds. We still have 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. First quarter.
They officially mark it just shy, and then now they do mark it at the 34 of Crestwood. So down 8, Passman to throw. Looking down the sideline and incomplete. Was looking for Naminsky. Hunsinger was there on the coverage, and Passman just out of the reach of Naminsky.
I'll tell you what, impressed with that pass by Passman. He got it up in the air. Naminsky had a great shot at it, just couldn't hold on. So Crestwood coming out offensively, they have traditionally been a ground game team, but going to the air a little bit tonight.
Caparucio direct snap, trying to get to the outside, and does a nice job of getting out to about the 38 for a gain of 4.
That time they forced him to the sideline more than normal. Right here you're going to see some penetration. Great job penetrating Lance Johnson for Hazleton. Forced Caparuccio a little bit deeper. Defense was able to get there to make the tackle, forcing a 3rd down.
So call it 3rd and 6 from the Comet 38. Clock approaching 1:10 left in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. And Crestwood takes a timeout. Their second of the half, trailing by 8. Will keep it here.
I think, Marty, one of the things when you look at this, Coach Myers, I don't believe wants to get into swapping touchdowns. I don't feel that he feels that they can keep up. But if they get into crucial situations such as this 3rd down conversion and convert it to keep the drive alive, I think that's a good timeout right there by Crestwood.
It's a key conversion at this point. You know, you don't want to give the ball back to that Cougar offense that has shown a couple of explosive pass plays, run and catch with Hunsinger, where the drives took 49 and 25 seconds. You know, Coach Myers, as we talked about at the beginning of the show, when we talked about him, said he thought Hazleton area was one of the better teams in the area right now and how they're playing, getting the injured players back. And he also saw in the tape how explosive this offense it can be.
I'll tell you one of the things here, I'd make sure if Passman gets the ball and starts toward the field, that somebody's up the field on a contain, because if you let him run around, he goes short side.
Passman with a quarterback draw, and he did it nicely out near midfield. He's got a Harry's, you pull it. First down.
Impressed with Passman. He shows some quickness. Right here you see it. He looked around. Hazleton area had some penetration. Passman found the gap, took it up the field. Very quick.
Nose of the ball is right at midfield as the clock is under a minute remaining in this opening quarter. 34 points to this point scored in this quarter, with Cougars up 21-13. Figmick Jr. steps in, and his pass almost intercepted as Naminsky turned into a D-back and knocked it away from Hunsinger.
Rob Figmick Jr. gets it up, threw it a little short. And as you mentioned, Marty, almost an interception.
We saw him get the majority of the quarterback snaps at Berwick a couple weeks ago when Passman obviously had an injured hand. It was heavily wrapped. Passman did play some in that game, but Figmick Jr. got the majority of snaps at quarterback. And here stepped in to try a little trickeration.
Coach Myers doing a nice job of getting the ball to a lot of people.
Petrosky, who has one of the touchdowns for Crestwood, gets inside the 45 to the 43 for a gain of 7. We failed to mention at the beginning of tonight's broadcast, the game clock is not active tonight. One of them was damaged in pregame warm-up, so the officials said they'll keep the play clock on the field. But I do not believe Crestwood needs to run another play. They're going to let the clock run out through a quarter. Hazleton area 21, Crestwood 13. You're watching live high school football on WYLN, and it's brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Northeast Pennsylvania. Scenic beauty, close-knit communities. We're neighbors helping neighbors. Lehigh Valley Health Network is bringing you leading-edge cancer treatment that's close to home. Robotic surgery for quicker recoveries, world-class heart care, and access to top specialists. All from Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton and our 15 community locations. Neighbors caring for greater Hazleton and beyond. Lehigh Valley Health Network.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone.
go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. Start of the second quarter, Crestwood with a 3rd and 2, down 8. Caparucio with a direct snap, gets the first down and more inside the 35 for a gain of about 10 and a Harry's. You pull it first down.
Caparucio again with that running style takes it up inside. There you see it. It's like an isolation play out of a pistol formation, and Caparucio wends his way up the field. Do a better job of tackling if you're the Hazleton defense.
Here comes Swank, and he'll be tripped up inside the 30 to the 27 for a gain of 5.
I'll tell you what, Marty, I really like Coach Myers getting the ball into a lot of different people's hands. You cannot key them. First quarter, Hazleton area, 37 yards rushing, 171 passing, 208 total. Crestwood, 98 rushing, 40 passing, 138. We had 246 total yards of offense in the first quarter. 346, I'm sorry.
2nd and 5. As the Comets look to add to those offensive totals, Petrosky cut it back as Solomon cut him off, but Petrosky was able to put on the brakes, cut it back, gain 5, and has another Harry's. You pull it first down.
I'll tell you what happens there. Good contain, backside of the defense, did not get there quick enough. Petrosky showing some very, very good quickness, turning that up. Here you look at it. Right here. Solomon really forced him inside, but as I said, defense couldn't catch up.
Petrosky going in motion at the top of your screen. They fake to him and Passman keeps. He's inside the 20, and Passman will be hauled down near the 10. It'll depend on the spot, but should be enough for another Harry's. You pull it first down.
I'll tell you, many times in this offense, if you follow the guards, you're going to find the play. You see it right here. They're pulling people to the right side while you have motion left by some backs. If you're a linebacker in secondary, you got to read the line of scrimmage if you can't find the ball.
Comets again in the Grand Central Red Zone, 1st and 10 from the 11. Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach Attorney Mosca at 570-288-2917. Swank goes in motion to the top of your screen. Caparucio gets the direct snap, hopped over a pile, still on his feet, and gains about 2 to the 9.
Went to the unbalanced again. Hazleton area moving now. Caparucio, 2 tough yards there to make it 2nd and 8. I think if you ask us before the ball game, we wouldn't have thought about a shootout here.
Not at all.
That's what we have here in the second quarter. 21-13, Cougars up.
Suddenly looking like one of those games, if a defense can make a stop, it'll be an advantage. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Crestwood could get a first down without scoring. Passman did a complete 360 and gives to Swank. Swank is going to be forced out of bounds by Schneider. And it is ruled a 2. Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown.
Tell you what happened there. Matt Fisher looked like he had a shot at making the tackle on that inside, again, inside reverse quarterback. Did a complete circle before handing off.
And some discussion on the sideline. I'm thinking that Coach Myers, down 2, is going to go for 2 in the tie.
At some point, you have to make it up. might as well do it sooner rather than later. If it comes to be that it's a one-point game, you're going to have to do it at that point, and may mean the difference between a win and a loss.
A lot of time being taken. We don't have a play clock, so not sure where we were at, but the snap is off. Passman's pass. I believe he was looking for Petrosky. It falls incomplete. 2-point conversion, no good. 8:51 left in the opening half. Cougar lead down to 2, 21-19. The game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network game of the week number 10, and it's a shootout early on in the second quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. 21-19, the difference, 2 missed conversions for Crestwood, 1 on a point after, and just recently a failed 2-point attempt. That has the Cougars up 21-19. Swank back on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. And that looked like one of the chip shots from Joe DeMelfi that just came to a stop at the 16 that Hunsinger picks up and returns 19 yards to the 35. Coach, great chip there for you.
So you've seen my golf game. Is that what you're saying?
Apparently legend has it that about your golf game, especially in Berwick.
It should be a legend. Last touchdown, Crestwood, Swank, 9-yard run. Point after. Failed, 11 plays, 66 yards. 9 rushes for 66 yards for Crestwood.
So ball marked at the 35. Sparky Wolk checks to the sideline for the play. He's got 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. But instead, he's going to give it to Damon Horton. Horton, still on his feet, and is going to be tripped up into Crestwood territory by Naminsky at about the 49, but not before he picks up a Harry's. You pull it first down.
We know all about Damon Horton. He can get the ball up the field. Here you see him run away from a couple of tackles. Finally tripped up by Naminsky.
Went over 100 yards last week, and that put him over the 1,000-yard mark for the season. So congratulations to Damon. This time Wolk kept, but Crestwood not fooled. Adam Gagaris came up from his defensive end position to bring Wolk down for a loss of 5.
Great job by Gagaris up the field right now. Sparky took maybe a step or two after the fake, but Gagaris right there to make the tackle, forces a 4-yard loss, so we're going to look at a second and about 14.
5 receivers set, and we had movement, I believe, first on the Crestwood defensive line, and that is going to be the call.
Gagaris cranked up on the last play, tried to get a step there early. He gives it back. He had a great tackle behind the line of scrimmage, gives it back there as ball moved forward, defensive offside, 2nd and 10.
I'd like to remind you, coming up at the half, it'll be the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll have a halftime band performance as well as halftime stats and highlights, all coming up at the half. The All-American Auto Group halftime show. Wolk gets it out to Mathias. He's took a step in, cut it out, and he gains about 6.
I'll tell you what, great move by Mathias. What they wanted, what Hazleton area wanted, was a block downfield from the outside receiver, but he missed the block. But Mathias made a nice move, pick up about 5.
So it'll be 3rd and 4 from the 44. Give us to Horton. He's got the first down. And may have tripped himself up after a gain of about 8 and a Harry's U pull at first down to the 36.
Again, a little bit of a take a look at it here. Dive play, Wolk going left off the fake. And Horton with the ball picks up good yardage. All of his body parts are moving, and it looked like he just stumbled there after picking up the first down.
And this time he gets hog-tied and dragged down. Sean Foley, the senior, brought him down for a loss.
Foley did a great job here because Horton was thinking about breaking it back again, but Foley came in from that defensive tackle position.
An update from Spartan Stadium, Williamsport, leading Wyoming Valley West 12-9 in second quarter action. So not good news for Cougar fans, because it is believed that if Williamsport and Cougars both win tonight, next week's matchup will be in Williamsport. Pass for Hunsinger. Late flag is thrown. I think we saw from behind that the defensive player had a hold of Hunsinger's jersey. So we'll see if it'll be a hold or pass interference. But this will be a penalty against the Comet defense. And defense for the official deep. I don't think he could see it.
He couldn't see it.
It had to be the trailing official that made the call, which he did. And it's called officially holding on the defense.
And I'll tell you what, again, Sparky Wolk, a lot of time to throw the ball. Hunsinger made the fake, stop and go. Looked like he had the defender beat until the defender grabbed his jersey, and we have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 for the Cougars.
6:01 left in the half on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Cougars with a 2-point lead. And it'll be Horton on the draw, but Crestwood read it nicely, and they bring him down for a loss of about 3 on the play. That was Foley again for the Crestwood defensive line.
Foley now sort of waiting instead of going to his left, picks up the sprint draw. Horton scored on that play. One of the Hazleton drives, but Foley that time right there to make the tackle, forcing a 3rd down.
Walk the pass. He's going to the end zone. And it is intercepted. Picked off by Figmick Jr.
I'll tell you what, it's a little underthrown. Hunsinger was trying to take it to the end zone. Again, a lot of time to throw. I think one of the things you look at here is we have to change up, and there you see the throw just a little short. Hunsinger went up over the top, tried to act as a defender, knocked the ball down, but Figmick Jr. did an excellent job on the interception.
So Crestwood gets the first turnover of the night. That's the good news. Bad news, they're 1st and 10 from their 5.
You got 5:14 left, second quarter.
Only one timeout remaining. You see it on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Comets used 2 earlier in the game. I believe this is Passman. Cougars play it well and string him out.
Coach Brennan needs that defense to step up here. As you mentioned, Marty, one timeout. They have to go about 95.
Loss of 2 on the play will bring up second.
I think one of the things you're thinking about here is if you're Crestwood, okay, let's try to move the ball. Use some of that clock, but try to get it out of the shadow of your own goalpost.
Call it 2nd and 11 from the 4. Passman looking to throw, looking for Dominski. And I don't know if the wind got a hold of it and knocked it down.
There is some wind blowing right at the Crestwood offense, and Passman got that ball high in the air.
Because it looked like the ball just died and went down way short of Dominski. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 4. Want to remind you, coming up in another 4 minutes and 25 seconds of game action, the All-American Auto Group halftime show will have a band performance, as well as halftime stats and highlights coming up at the half. The All-American Auto Group halftime show.
I think if you're going to throw, you need to throw within the 10 to 15 yard range, so that you try to get that ball in the air. It's going to be tougher to throw, although the flags are sort of hanging without much wind.
Passman rolls, he throws across the field for Swank, and incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down, and for the first time tonight, we'll be set for a BLB Auto Sales punt.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Passman was going to the corner. Extremely difficult throw going to his left. He had a receiver open. Saw him and tried to get it there, just didn't have enough on it. So forces the 4th down.
Figmick Jr. to punt, but he's got to be careful not to step on that back line or it'll be a safety. Cougars come with pressure. Hunsinger sees this kick get up in the air and just come straight down. Great starting field position for the Cougars at the Comet 28. A punt of 24 yards, but I really do think the wind played a major factor in that punt.
2 times during that possession. Number one, the pass that sort of got up there and just was knocked down by the wind. The punt that was knocked down. And you have to give credit to the Cougar defense. They came up big when they needed to stop.
So 4:09 left on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership second quarter scoreboard. Cougars up 2, have the ball at the Crestwood 28. 1st and 10. They have 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Horton, the lone tailback behind Wolk, under center. Play action. Wolk, he's going to run. He's got a 1st down and more before he steps out of bounds at about the 16 for a gain of 12. And a Harry's you pull it. Cougar 1st down.
Sparky Wolk makes the fake, sets, can't find anybody downfield. So he takes the ball to the right side and picks up the 1st down as he goes out of bounds, stops the clock. 3:59, as you can see on the Blaze Alexander's scoreboard.
Cougars in the Grand Central red zone. Hand off to Horton. Horton trying to get to the outside. He's inside the 10. And he is going to be spun down out of bounds by Swank. And depending on the spot, may have the 1st down. We'll wait for Greg Harkin's call. It is a Harry's you pull it 1st down. You get a look at the S.J. Kowalski replay.
Horton gets the corner, decent blocking on the corner. Allowed Horton to take it upfield and pick up the 1st down.
1st and goal, Cougars. Toss to Horton, this time to the right. Flag is down. Horton inside the 5 to the 3. That flag thrown by referee Greg Harkins, and I have a feeling it may be against the offense.
Bring it back 15.
15?
Let's see what...
You're tough.
Greg Harkins got a hold there on the corner. They were unbalanced. Hazleton area was. They had 2 up backs to the right side trying to get Horton to the corner. But we had the hold. Brings it back to the 21-yard line.
How should I ever doubt you, Coach? You were correct. A loss of 15 on the penalty, back to the 21. As you mentioned, 1st and goal.
All these years, you still doubt me.
I should know better after all these years, Coach. Wolk went one way, had to cut it back, dives inside the 20 to about the 17, give him 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
I'll tell you what, he had to get away from Foley again, who was up the field. Sean Foley, a senior defensive tackle, playing a nice game for Crestwood tonight. Sparky tried to go to his left. Nothing there. Took it back to the right side. As you mentioned, Marty, we're looking at 2nd down.
Wolk's pass complete to Mattias. And Mattias tackled nicely in the open field by DeMarzo. And if he didn't get him, Mattias had a chance to get 6.
They had Hunsinger running an in route, Mattias coming on the out route. DeMarzo did a great job. Brendan DeMarzo, right here. That's a good tackle in the open field. Only a sophomore. As we have a timeout.
We'll keep it here with 2:39 left and a 3rd down and goal coming up from the 9.
I think when you look at where they are, 3rd and goal, they're going to have a couple of options here. They pick up some yardage, then they're going to have to think about what do we do here. Field goal puts them up 24-19. It's not an automatic, but Garcia has the win behind him.
No timeout. No team timeout. I don't know what it was. 3rd and goal.
Hazleton area takes a timeout, leading by 2. We'll keep it here.
I'll tell you what, Marty, a good timeout by Coach Brennan. He wanted to take a look at what they were going to do defensively. There are a couple of options here. Number 1, Sparky Wolk to the field. If they allow him to continue the sprint to the sideline, it's going to cause some problems in the secondary. We keep talking about if you let a quarterback get to the corner, now it becomes playground. The receivers are trying to get open, defenders trying to stay with them. You have the sprint draw to the backside. Foley has done a great job the last couple of times they tried to run that. You also have Sparky Wolk dropping straight back, and he has had a lot of time with the 4-man rush, and Hazleton area's offensive line doing a very good job. So several options. Let's see what they go to.
Wolk back to pass. Throws. Schneider. Touchdown, Cougars. A 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown. Great patience by Sparky Wolk not to cross the line of scrimmage and find the open receiver.
I'll tell you what, Marty, senior quarterback, he can direct. Schneider does a great job running the crossing route. Basically runs away from the defenders. Sparky Wolk's main concern was stay behind the line of scrimmage when you deliver the ball. He did that.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe not. Didn't see the flag, but there is one on the field.
And it's marching the Cougars back. It's a hold on the offense. So Sparky was able to stay behind the line of scrimmage, but a hold was sensed by the officials. So the Cougars have 3rd and goal all the way back to the 27. Wolk being pressured. Looks, and he is going to be brought down by Foley. after a gain of about 3 to the 24. So from here, we're looking at a 41-yard attempt. That was about the extent of Garcia in opening warm-ups from this side of the field. Kicked it from about 42 and made it. But it looks like Coach Brennan is going to keep the offense, I believe, on the field.
I'll tell you what, Marty, the first time that Crestwood is able to put a little bit of pressure on Wolk, and then Foley makes the tackle when Sparky tried to go to the left side.
And I actually think Coach Brennan is with the official. They're going to try their best, and judge from the official keeping track of the play clock on the field. And I guess Coach Brennan will take the second time out. Minute 11 left in the half. We'll keep it here with the Cougars up to 21-19. But we've talked about the senior quarterback Sparky Wolk, and has played since he was a freshman, Joe. So many accomplishments, and some of these numbers unofficial. But he went over the 6,000-yard mark tonight. First overall in passing yards at Hazleton area. First in completions, first in attempts, first in passing touchdowns. His next one will be number 50 for his career. And just some of the records that Sparky Wolk holds here at Hazleton Area High School. And with another half to go, just looking to build on it.
He has become a field general, as they say. He's able to run that offense, does a great job with the clock. His offensive line has helped him tonight by blocking very well. I think the thought here by Coach Brennan is, let's see if we can get something. If we get it in the end zone, good. If not, Crestwood takes over with 1 minute and 11 seconds or less. And the Cougars can go in at halftime up by 2 or...
Wolk has Fisher! Touchdown! Cougars! A 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria touchdown! The career number 50 for Sparky Wolk.
I'll tell you what, Marty, if Sparky Wolk or any quarterback with his experience has time to throw the ball, Fisher wide open, looked like he ran a post and just no defenders there. Middle of the field. And Sparky Wolk delivers. Cougars up by 8 at this point.
Will Garcia makes it 9. 1:06 left in the half. And the game brought to you by Coordinated Health. Cougars up 9.
Our amazing off-premise sale was a huge success. We sold a whole lot of pre-owned, but not many new, so now I'm overstocked. Let me just run a couple of these great deals by you. How about an 18 GMC Crew Cab SLE, nicely equipped? You pay $41,292. Or how about an 18 Buick Encore all-wheel drive? You pay just $22,618. How about a 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 Tradesman? You pay $39,900. We have over 30 banks on hand with a 99% approval rate. Check us out on the web. We're open 24/7. Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton. Hope to see you soon.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week. Cougars have gone up 9, 28-19. Will Garcia for the Bar Bush Automotive kickoff with 1:06 left in the half. Squibbing kick. That's going to be picked up by Caparucio. And Bryce Reed will bring him down. Actually, no. And Caparucio threw it back.
I think Greg Harkins saying forward motion, stop. Marty Hazleton, Fisher, 24-yard pass from Wolk. Garcia kick good, 6 plays, 28 yards. Wolk 2 for 2. rush. Sparky Wolk had 2 rushes for 15 yards. Marty, if you're playing that 4-3-4, unless they were man in the secondary, somebody didn't man up on Fisher. If you're playing a 4 deep, people in the middle, the 2 safeties, obviously got taken out of position because there was no one around Matt Fisher.
Dallas Solomon on the tackle on Swank as he got out to the 37, leaving the Comets with a 2nd and 4. Approaching half a minute remaining in the half. Crestwood with only 1 timeout remaining. And they'll get the ball to start the second half, trailing by 9. This is Petrosky. Petrosky has a Harry's You pull it first down out to the 47. Clock will stop at 15.4 seconds to move the chains.
Again, Petrosky turned inside, did so quickly, took it up the field. Defensively, you have to be a little quicker to get to the ball.
Clock is wound, down to 10 seconds. Petrosky in motion. He'll get it again with 5 seconds left, and he'll be tackled in the open field by Lance Johnson for a loss, and the clock will hit zeros. Through a half. Big defensive play by Lance Johnson to end the half. Has the Cougars in front 28-19. Looks like Mike Sosar waiting for Mike Brennan to talk to the official and then maybe get a halftime conversation with him. All you need to do is see if Mike has a cameraman. And again, head out toward the field to set up this conversation. Mike Sosar on the field with Hazleton area head coach Mike Brennan.
Thanks, Marty. Coach, defense seemed to come on strong at about 4 minutes there in the second quarter. Minus that interception, seemed like the offense had the ball a little bit longer. And, of course, your field general, Sparky, taking him down the field. Bit back and forth in the first quarter, but seemed to get more control there in the second.
Offensively, we've done what we had to do. We've had good continuity. We made plays. We just don't have the ball enough. We're not getting enough snaps. Defensively, we have to get off the field. And we have to adjust to some of the things doing with the on-balance, but we have to tackle better. We have to run to the football better and tackle better, and defense is one of the keys we talked about. We got to play better defense.
Okay, Coach, best of luck in the second half. Thank you. Back upstairs, guys.
The score at the half here, Hazleton area 28, Crestwood 19. At Spartan Stadium, the score at the half, Wyoming Valley West 27, Williamsport 14. Good news for Cougar fans there. We're going to take a break. Coming up next, it'll be the All-American Auto Group halftime show. We'll have halftime stats and highlights, but first up, we'll hear from the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars. That's all coming up next as part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
To the All-American Auto Group halftime show here on WYLN. The score at the half. In week number 10, the regular season finale here on WYLN. Hazleton area with a 28-19 lead over Crestwood. We're moments away from hearing from the Hazleton area Marching Cougars. But, Joe, we heard before we went to break Coach Brennan say he wanted to have the ball a little bit more. Coach Myers with that ball control offense, controlling the time of possession. And I think what Coach Brennan would like to do is get the football and be in a position to try to put this game away.
I think what Coach Brennan would like to do is get his defense off the field. I was just talking to former head coach, now Principal Rocco Patrone.
They could call him principal all they want, but he still coached us.
And we were talking, if you look in the backfield and you try to find the ball, you're in trouble. If you can't, you have to look at the line of scrimmage to see what's going on. A lot of times the guards are pulling, tackles are pulling. That's going to take you to the ball, unless they give you a false read. And that doesn't happen very often. The other thing, Marty, Lance Johnson made a great play there, and he was blocked in the back. There was no flag, but the last play of the half, he did a great job.
And currently setting up on the field is the Hazleton Area Marching Cougar Band as part of the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Let's pick them up field level. Here is the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars.
Performing their 2018 program, the Hazleton Area Marching Cougars are proud to present Nevermore.
The silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word that is spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. When with many a flirt and flutter in their step the stately raven. Which the one must have housed just above my chamber door. Perched and sat and nothing more. Any word beguiling my sharp fancy into smiling. Tell me what thy lordly game is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
That has been the Hazleton Area High School Marching Cougars with their halftime performance here at Harmon Geist Stadium on senior night. You're watching the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Up next, halftime stats and highlights. We are live from Harmon Geist Stadium, and the hometown Cougars are up 9.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month, or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189, and get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Breast Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Appliances are right over there, and this is part of our furniture department.
Okay, but I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, you've come to the right place. Grand Central is Northeast Pennsylvania's #1 Sealy mattress dealer. We have Sealy mattress sets from only $199 and Stearns & Foster queen sets from only $45 per month. We also have interest-free financing up to 60 months. And remember, delivery and takeaway are absolutely free.
So we don't have to do anything?
Not if you buy your Sealy mattress at Grand Central.
It looks like I did find the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Grand Central in Hazleton, the right place to buy a Sealy mattress.
Wilkes Tree Farm in Sugarloaf has been providing the area with the highest quality trees for over 20 years, with a wide variety of shade and evergreen trees, wholesale, retail, and choose and cut options. Call them at 570-401-8267.
Crestwood Pharmacy is a locally owned pharmacy conveniently located on Route 309 in Mountaintop, offering weekly and monthly pillbox services and vaccines. They also carry a variety of religious gifts, Yankee candles, doTERRA essential oils, and Melissa and Doug toys.
BLB Auto Sales is a division of Barbush Automotive. One call does it all. Looking for a good pre-owned car or truck? BLB Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, inspected vehicles. If you need repairs on your vehicle, then Barbush Automotive can handle any job at affordable prices. Located at 1299 State Route 940, Hazel Township, one call does it all. 570-454-7571.
Welcome back to the All-American Auto Group halftime show from Harmon Guys Stadium at the half. On senior night, the hometown Cougars of Hazleton area with a 28-19 lead over the Crestwood Comets. We are just about set to get a look at the halftime stats compiled as always by Jim Burns.
Marty, we're looking at Crestwood, who I think has done a great job spreading the ball around. 11 first downs, 151 yards rushing, 40 passing, 191 total, no turnovers, 3 penalties, 26 yards. The Cougars, 12 first downs, 80 yards rushing, 209 passing, 289 total, 1 turnover, 4 penalties, 43 yards. I think one of the things when you look at the statistics, passing, Hazleton area over 200 yards in the first half, a lot of that should be credited to that offensive line who's done a great job protecting Sparky Wolf.
And once again, thank you to Jim Burns for compiling the halftime stats. That has Hazleton area in front by a score of 28-19. Now we're going to get a look at some of the pictures that'll show that halftime lead for Hazleton area. Was the second offensive play of the night. Short little pass from Wolk to Hunsinger. He eluded one tackle, and he was gone down the far sideline. 49 seconds in, Cougars led it 7-0 as Hunsinger went from 70 yards out. But Crestwood would answer. 6 plays, 63 yards, and 239. Petrosky from 23 yards out tied the game at 7. Cougars come back on a 9-play, 60-yard drive. Sprint draw to Damon Horton. He'd go from 13 yards out. Cougars would go up 14-7. But back comes Crestwood. On a direct snap to Caparucio, he'd go from 5 yards out to cap the 50-yard drive. Point after was no good on a bad snap, and it was 14-13 Cougars. But it only took the Hazleton area offense 25 seconds. From 77 yards, another pass and catch by Jacob Hunsinger. And he would put the Cougars up 21-13. But back comes Crestwood on the 360. Passman gives the swing, capping a 66-yard drive. He go from 9 yards out. 2-point conversion, no good. So Crestwood trailed 21-19. Right before the end of the half, with 1:06 remaining in fourth and goal, Wolk found Fisher from 24 yards out. That capped the scoring in the half. Cougars with a 2-possession lead, 28-19 at the half. Thank you for joining us for the All-American Auto Group halftime show. Third quarter action up next. You're watching live high school football on WILN from Harmon Guys Stadium in Hazleton.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month, or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189, and get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or online at allamericanjeep.net.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
FunandLC.com is the official source to all the great things to do here and near Luzerne County. Visit our brand new website to find your fun in any PA. And be sure to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly listings of the top things to do in our area, along with free giveaways to the area's best events. Download any of our annual guides that will provide you with information on local events, outdoor recreation, arts and entertainment, and family fun and activities. Go to funandlc.com today to start finding your fun in Luzerne County.
Fast, consistent internet speeds, TV your way, and reliable phone service, all from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. Two great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
Welcome back to Harmon Guy Stadium, awaiting both teams to return to the field. Hazleton area up 28-19 at the half. Third quarter action just a few minutes away. Some individual statistics from that opening half. For Crestwood, we start with Anthony Caparucio, 8 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Ryan Petrosky had 6 carries for 43 yards and a touchdown. Quarterback Chase Passman, 4 carries, 36 yards. And Garrett Swank had 5 carries, 29 yards and a touchdown. Passman, 3 of 7 in the air for 40 yards. Naminsky had 2 of the receptions for 23. Petrosky, the other, for 17 yards. For the Cougars of Hazleton area, Damon Horton, 10 carries, 56 yards and a touchdown. Sparky Wolk, 4 carries, 13 yards. Lance Johnson had a carry for 11 yards. Wolk, 8 of 12 passing, 209 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Hunsinger, 2 catches, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns. Horton, 2 catches, 14 yards. Matt Fisher, his first receiving touchdown of the year, came from 24 yards out. Schneider, 1 catch, 10 yards. Matthews, 2 catches, 14 yards. Time of possession favors Crestwood, 13:38 to 10:22 for the Cougars. Crestwood has run 31 plays to Hazleton area's 27. Yards per play, Hazleton area 10.7, Crestwood 6.2. Third down conversions, Crestwood 4 of 5, Cougars 4 of 6. Hazleton area the only one to attempt the 4th down, and that was on their last touchdown, in which they converted to Matt Fisher. Hazleton area up, heading to the third, 28-19. And Joe, unfortunately, we've been doing this a lot lately the last couple weeks. Want to send out condolences to the family and the extended family at the Hazleton Standard Speaker, Mr. Bill Crooks, who passed away earlier this week. Bill, a longtime member of the Hazleton Standard Speaker Sports Department, and we saw Bill a lot during basketball games many years ago, covering the action for the Hazleton Standard Speaker, and a longtime member of the newspaper. And also a volunteer at the Hazleton Little League, was a longtime manager at the Hazleton Little League. So we wanted to send out condolences to the Crooks family and his extended family at the Hazleton Standard Speaker on the passing of Mr. Bill Crooks.
Marty, there are a couple things from halftime. Number one, Coach Brennan, Hazleton area has to talk to his defense about they're going to spread the ball around. Number two, misdirection. You have to find the football. You can't do that by looking into the backfield. We've talked about looking at offensive line action. Coach Myers talking about, number one, how to put more pressure on Sparky Wolk. When he has time to throw, he's going to find someone to complete the ball to. He's had several crossing patterns for first downs. He hit Hunsinger on a crossing pattern for a touchdown. Kickoff, second half.
Barbush automotive kickoff taken by Caparucio at his 24. He's across the 30. Caparucio in the open field cuts it back. Still on his feet and finally dragged down from behind by Seth Hunsinger, but not before he's in the Cougar territory at the 40.
I tell you what, he's a determined young man. He really does a great job of hanging on the ball to the ball at the end of that tackle. He was hit from behind. Many times you'll see the ball squirt out when someone is tackled from behind. But Anthony Caparucio doing a very nice job making a bid for his senior year to be a starter again.
1st and 10 from the 40. Here is Swank. Swank gets inside the 35 to about the 33. Give him a gain of 7.
Swank has figured in with that spreading the ball around. Swank, Caparucio, Passman, Figmick, Rob Figmick Jr. has handled the ball. So they have 4 or 5 players that have handled the football. Offensive line doing a commendable job for Crestwood in the rushing game.
Swank in motion to the bottom of your screen. Caparucio goes to the left side on a direct snap. He's got a first down or more. He's inside the 20 with a Harry's You Pull It Comet first down.
That's a sort of counter. He took a step to the right. They pulled 2 guards and maybe a tackle. I saw a lot of people to the left side for Crestwood, and Caparucio picks up the first down. If you don't get up the field in a rushing game, any rushing game, then backs have a chance to run from goal post to goal post. That's where they want to go. They don't want to go sideline to sideline.
Quickly in this third quarter, the Comets in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 18. Passman is going to keep on a quarterback draw, and he just got tripped up. Goes down at about the 11 for a gain of 7.
Passman taking the ball to the left side after he makes that fake. Again, Crestwood has several linemen downfield. They were pulling left. Linemen were going left. Don't look at the fake to the right.
They officially mark him at the 12 after a gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
That's easy for me to say, isn't it? Don't look at the fake.
Caparucio, a direct snap. Lowers his shoulder.
Same counter, Marty. Take the step to the right. They're pulling both guards in a tackle. You could see from up here the corner appears very quickly. And Caparucio doing a nice job taking it up the field to get a 1st and goal.
He picked up a Harry's You Pull It first down, 1st and goal from the 4. At the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game, but plenty of football yet to go from here at Harmon Guys Stadium. Comets on the move, down 9, 1st and goal. This time, it is Caparucio to the right side. He's in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Crestwood, touchdown, his 2nd on the night.
I tell you what, if you're Coach Brennan, that's not something you wanted to see. For them to take the kickoff and then move the ball in basically 3 minutes down the field.
And that was all Caparucio. Started with that kickoff return, and then he finishes it off with the touchdown.
And we've talked a lot about Anthony Caparucio doing a great job running that football with help from his offensive line.
Swank's kick is up and good. 9:29 left in the third. The Comets have the game down to 2. And it's brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Ready to take things into your own hands? Explore the area's largest salvage yard of domestic and import vehicles at Harry's U-Pull-It Auto Parts. Whether you're looking for a single part, building a project car, or trading in, Harry's can help. Our 3 locations offer new inventory and manager specials daily. And we've had a hands-on approach to the auto business for 4 generations. Visit Harry's U-Pull-It for the largest inventory at the lowest prices. Period.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. The Crestwood Comets take the opening kickoff of the second half, march down the field, and cut a 9-point deficit down to 2. Swank getting ready for a Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Marty, I got to mention Trevor Kinney, Matt Dean, Derek Petrotsko, Tyler Cesario, Sean Foley, Ryan Harding, guys up front. That drive, very well done.
Johnson on the sideline, picked it up at his own 21, got it out to the 30. Nice effort on special teams by Lance Johnson. And the Cougars will start from their 30, up 28-26.
Marty Caparucio, 4-yard run, last touchdown. Swank with the kick. I mentioned the offensive line, who I thought did an excellent job of blocking. 5 plays, 40 yards. Caparucio, kickoff return, 36 yards to start all of that.
Wolk will start the possession under center. Horton cannot bounce it outside. Very nice play by Brendan DeMarzo, the sophomore.
I'll tell you what, DeMarzo has made a couple of nice tackles in the open field. He made that tackle on Horton exactly where you needed to make it, at the ankles, at the knees, to bring him down. You cannot try to tackle Horton high, because he will be able to slip you and get down the field.
So it makes it 2nd and 11 from the 29. Dallas Solomon, first one through, gets the carry. He'll pick up 5 before Naminsky brings him down, and it'll bring the Cougars to a 3rd and 6.
That's the old, the key back is Horton. But if you hit that quick dive to the fullback, like Hazleton area did there, you pick up a couple of yards. Look at a 3rd and about 6, maybe 7.
Wolk will go out of the gun. Horton is down to the bottom of your screen in the slot with Hunsinger.
If it's straight drop back, you have to put pressure on him.
Wolk gets it away, and just off the hands of Fisher. Swank was there defensively for Crestwood, and it looks like the Cougars will be forced to punt.
I'll tell you what happened. Fisher looked like he tripped over the defender's leg. Get another look at it. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. He has 1,004 be thrown. And you see, before he threw it, you saw Fisher trip over the defender, not pass interference. Cougars will have to punt it away. 8:03 left, 3rd quarter.
It'll be a BLB Auto Sales punt for Wolk. Petrosky back deep. As it takes a Cougar roll, and Petrosky will pick it up at the 24. Jacob Hunsinger brings him down at the 26.
I'll tell you, there are two things there. Sparky Woke with a great punt, very high. Number 2, Caparucio took a little bit of a chance fielding that on first bounce, but Hunsinger with great coverage on that punt. There you see Jacob Hunsinger with the no return on that punt.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski.
Tell you what, Marty, need to solve the puzzle of this offense. Hazleton's defense needs to do that here.
Passman throws out the Swank, and he eludes one tackle. He's in open field. Late flag is down as Swank goes out of bounds in Cougar territory, but we'll wait for that flag.
I think if I viewed that correctly, the wide receiver to that side, long time for that to develop, and the wide receiver latched onto the defender. I believe it's coming back, and that is the call.
High school football on WYLN is brought to you by Pete Keselicka State Farm Insurance Agency for home, auto, life, and business insurance. Stop by our new location at 16 North Laurel Street in Hazleton or call 570-459-9000. Pete Keselicka State Farm Insurance. And by Jimmy's Quick Lunch, home of the famous Jimmy Dog, 123 East Broad Street in Hazleton. Stop and enjoy the best hot dog in Northeast PA. You can't come to Hazleton without stopping at Jimmy's Quick Lunch for the famous Jimmy Dog, now celebrating 79 years at the same location. Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience together, one patient at a time. So after everything is said and done, ball back to the 26 for a 1st and 10. This is Caparucio. He's got 5, and he is hauled down by Hunsinger. Close to the first down, but he may be a yard shy.
Lance Johnson got up the field, couldn't turn Caparucio inside. He gets it down to about the 35-yard line. As you mentioned, Marty, I think he's about a yard short.
Attorney Tom Mosca and Mosca Law, located in Kingston, serving your legal needs for 28 years. You can reach Attorney Mosca at 570-288-2917. Swank in motion goes to the top of your screen. Schneider follows him defensively. Passman rolls that way. And Passman is going to be hauled down by Johnson for a loss of about a yard.
Lance Johnson doing a nice job there on the tackle. Got a little bit upfield from his linebacker position. Was able to make the tackle. Finds the ball pretty quickly there. If you look at Crestwood's running game, there's always 3 or 4 people in front of that ball carrier to make sure they get blockers out in front, forcing a 3rd down here.
This is Swank. Cougars read it well and push him back defensively. It's like they'll give him forward progress for no gain. It'll bring up 4th and 2.
Great job finding the ball. They've gone to this inside reverse many times. That time, you see the Hazleton defense, 4 guys in on the tackle. Johnson, 1.
Looked like Bryce Reed was there as well, but the initial penetration was from Michael Fuchik.
Got to like this call. Number 1, watch the football for your defense.
4th and 2 from their own 34. They shift to try to draw the defense off sides.
Got to move defensively.
And now we're going to have whistles. Crestwood timeout. 5:19 left in the 3rd. They trail by 2 in a game brought to you by Coordinated Health. And we're going to keep it here.
Very impressed defensively with Hazleton staying on the line of scrimmage. That movement really is a sudden movement. It's not illegal. Defensively, you have to maintain some discipline. And I thought the Cougars did a great job at that point, staying on their side of the ball.
So Crestwood now decides after the timeout they're going to punt it away.
Got to be careful. They're punting into the wind, so it looks like good field position.
Swank dropped the snap, got it off, and Greg Harkins says it was blocked. So Hazleton area with a big play on special teams after the bad snap. Or if Swank just didn't handle it correctly, but Hazleton area will get great starting field position here with 5:09 left in the third.
Snap was, I thought, good. Swank, I think, took his eyes off the ball, wanted to look up the field, and that caused it. Then the ball was partially blocked. So the Cougars defense comes up big with 5:09 left in the third quarter.
So officially that BLB Auto Sales punt was blocked. Cougars get it at the Comet 25, 1st and 10, up 2. With 5:09 left in the third, I want to remind you, coming up at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select a Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game. The give is to Horton. Got away from a couple of defenders, trying to bounce to the outside. Eludes another, spins away from another. What a run by Damon Horton to the end zone for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Oh, effort by Damon Horton.
That's what you call a nice run. Damon Horton, obviously, if you look at his shoulders and his head, you got to wrap your arms on him. Ran away from and out of several tackles. Great effort, Damon Horton.
His 21st rushing touchdown of the year. Garcia on for the point after. Hold is down. Kick is up. It is good. 4:57 left in the third. A big point after has the Cougars back up by 2 possessions, leading by 9. And a game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Our amazing off-premise sale was a huge success. We sold a whole lot of pre-owned, but not many new, so now I'm overstocked. Let me just run a couple of these great deals by you. How about an 18 GMC Crew Cab SLE, nicely equipped? You pay $41,292. Or how about an 18 Buick Encore all-wheel drive? You pay just $22,618. How about a 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 Tradesman? You pay $39,900. We have over 30 banks on hand with a 99% approval rate. Check us out on the web. We're open 24/7. Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton. Hope to see you soon.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. Cougars up 9. Will Garcia on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff, and it's going to be taken by Caparucio. Caparucio up the middle of the field is going to be slung down by Seth Hunsinger, but not before he gets out to the Crestwood 41, where the Comets will take over down 9.
Marty, Hazleton area. Horton, 25-yard run. I might add an exceptional run. Garcia with the kick, 1 play, 25 yards, 12 seconds. It all came because of a great defensive effort and then a blocked punt.
First and 10, Crestwood, their own 42-yard line.
They officially mark it at the Comet 42, 1st and 10, down 9. Caparucio, a direct snap. And Caparucio gets across the 45 to the 48 for a gain of 6, maybe even 7.
I think the coaches are saying you got to move defensively when they go unbalanced. We've talked about this in the first half. You have to move a man. Otherwise, they have you outflanked immediately, which allows Caparucio to get downhill immediately, and that causes you problems.
Fourth quarter score for Wilkes-Barre. Berwick up big on Coughlin, 48-7. Caparucio direct snap this time going to the left, eludes one tackle, stays on his feet, and Caparucio does all he can to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Lance Johnson doing a great job getting up the field, not making the tackle, but slowing Caparucio down, forcing the third down.
Still in the third quarter action, the score remains 27-14, Wyoming Valley West over Williamsport. Good news for Cougar fans is their team leading 35-26. Hoping to get a possible home game against Williamsport back here next weekend in a rematch from their 127-point battle earlier this year. They will play next week. It's just determining which site it'll be held. Petrosky on the end around, and Petrosky navigated his way nicely into Cougar territory and picks up a Harry's You-Pull-It first down.
That's what happens when you have some people in front of you if you look for a crease off their block, and that's exactly what happened. Take a look at this. There you see the pulling tackle. There you see blocks downfield, and Petrosky's able to pick up the first.
I'd like to remind you, starting this Wednesday at 7, it's Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join head coach Mike Brennan as he discusses this Crestwood regular season finale. A look ahead to the playoff rematch with Williamsport and a special guest from the Cougar football team, all starting this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Passman kept it, and the Cougar defense not fooled, led by Seth Hunsinger.
I'll tell you what, they did a great job there. That time, Passman made the fake left. Hunsinger stayed home. And take a look at this. Now, they pulled a left guard to come to the right side, but Hunsinger right there, along with Garcia, to make the stop.
2nd and 11 from the Cougar 47. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Crestwood trailing by 9 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Passman's throw is complete to Petrosky. Schneider brought him down quickly as Petrosky gets down to the 38, setting up a 3rd down and 2.
Schneider did a good job on the break. I think one of the things you have to look at if you're a defender, wide field left. It's you and the receiver. You got to squeeze him just a little bit before the snap, because you know if the first down, where the first down marker is. The plus side is Schneider did a great job jumping on the route to bring Petrosky down.
Last minute of play in the third quarter is Caparucio on the direct snap. Stays on his feet. He's still on his feet as he gets to the 35. Forward progress stop there, but he has picked up a Harry's You-Pull-It. Comet first down.
A little tougher yardage there. Tried to get that ball off tackle position. Again, he has 3 people in front of him. Picks up the first down, but not easy yards there.
As they have for all season long, I want to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal tonight. Third Base Luncheonette just off of 9th Street in Hazleton. Many thanks for years of support for WYLN Sports, to the Third Base Luncheonette. Caparucio, direct snap. And he is going to be brought down, looks like they'll say inside the 30 for a gain of about 6.
That's the Crestwood's offense look at a counter right there as the clock runs down with 10 seconds and running.
See if the Comets will rush to the line to get one more play off. Game clock down to a second. I don't think they'll get it off. End of the third quarter with the score. Hazleton area 35, Crestwood 26. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health, and fourth quarter action up next.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in. Delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10, heading to the start of the fourth quarter. Jim Burns mentioned to us during the break, Hazleton area had it for 4 plays, a minute 48 in that third quarter, but Crestwood could only imagine a 7-all third as Swank gets the carry, gets inside the 25 for a Harry's You Pull It first down. They're taking time off the clock, but as we mentioned, they didn't gain any ground in the third.
This drive and moving the ball. That time the overload to the left side. They came back with that inside handoff. Picks up the first down.
Coordinated Health, delivering a better coordinated patient experience. Together, one patient at a time. So new set of downs for the Comets at the Cougar 23. They trail by 9, 1st and 10. Swank goes in motion to the top of your screen. Passman rolls right. He's going to keep. Passman is down near the 10, and he should have enough for another Harry's You Pull It. Comet first down.
Rushing the ball very effectively is the Crestwood offense. Once a running back gets by the line of scrimmage without any contact, he's going to pick up significant yardage, and that's what's happening with this Crestwood offense, with help from their offensive line, which I've mentioned before.
Comets in the Grand Central red zone, 1st and 10 from the Cougar 13. Naminsky at the bottom of your screen, one-on-one coverage. Swank will go in motion to the bottom of your screen as well, but Caparucio will go to the right. And the Cougar defense, not fooled. Schneider and Molesky team up for the tackle.
Schneider and Molesky did a very nice job of hunting that play out as they went. Caparucio tried to go to the right side.
2nd and 7.
The defense is left. But, as I said, Schneider and Molesky there very quickly.
So it was a gain of 3 to the 10. 2nd and 7. Again, Naminsky one-on-one at the bottom of your screen. And Swank again will go in motion to the bottom of your screen. Passman pumps. Throws to Naminsky just out of his reach. Hunsinger on the coverage. Incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 7.
Making it 3rd down.
Jacob Hunsinger, good coverage there. Tried to run that slant ball to the end zone. Wasn't a bad throw. Maybe a little high, but Hunsinger had good coverage.
I want to remind you at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric, the Wire Guys, player of the game. 3rd and 7 for the Comets from the Cougar 10, down 9, 9:55 remaining in the ball game.
Big 3rd down for the Comets.
Petrosky this time is the receiver to the bottom of your screen. Naminsky at the top. Passman looks left. Pass was tipped, and it'll fall incomplete. And a heads-up play by Nolan Schneider. He saw it was tipped and knocked Petrosky down, keeping him from getting any chance at the reception.
The other part is at the line of scrimmage. Great job with the tip. Defense came in with their hands up, which is what you want your defense to do when they're nearing the quarterback. Keep your hands up, stay under control, don't leave your feet. Ball was tipped.
So with 4th and 7 from the 10, down 9, 9:50 remaining, the Comets will go for it.
I don't think you have any choice here, Marty. You're down 9 points, as you mentioned.
Swank coming to the top of your screen. They fake to him. Passman being pressured. He's going to tuck it and run. He's inside the 5. He's into the end zone for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. Crestwood touchdown for Chase Passman, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
I'll tell you what, Marty, once you get to the corner, nobody's threatening you. Yeah, if you're going to put a rush on, you have to have contained people. Passman does an excellent job finding the outside. Touchdown. Going to make look like they're going to kick the extra point.
Swank on to try to make this a 2-point game. Bad snap. They're going to pitch to Swank, and Schneider brings him down. So it'll go down as a failed 2-point conversion, when really it was the bad snap on the 1 point after. 9:44 left in the 4th, Cougars up 3, and the game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
Our amazing off-premise sale was a huge success. We sold a whole lot of pre-owned, but not many new, so now I'm overstocked. Let me just run a couple of these great deals by you. How about an 18 GMC Crew Cab SLE, nicely equipped? You pay $41,292. Or how about an 18 Buick Encore all-wheel drive? You pay just $22,618. How about a 2018 Dodge Ram 2500 Tradesman? You pay $39,900. We have over 30 banks on hand with a 99% approval rate. Check us out on the web. We're open 24/7. Blaze Alexander of Greater Hazleton. Hope to see you soon.
We welcome you back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. What a ball game. 9:44 left in the ball game. Hazleton area's lead down to 3, and Swank once again on the field for a Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Make sure you field it. If Swank hits it on the ground, make sure you field it cleanly.
Hunsinger does at the 13. He's across the 25. Hunsinger's got room! Jacob Hunsinger! Inside the 30. 1 man to beat. Jacob Hunsinger all the way. 87 yards on the kickoff return for the Cougar touchdown.
Jacob Hunsinger has come up huge tonight, Marty. First of all, he fielded a difficult kick. It hit the ground. Never know what's going to happen once it hits the ground, but Hunsinger caught it going at full speed and just hit the gap and took off.
His 2nd kickoff return for a touchdown. The other came at PNC Field against Scranton. He has the Cougars up 9 point after to make it 10. Garcia's kick is up. And good. 9:31 left in the 4th. And the game brought to you by Coordinated Health. Cougars up 42-32.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
This autumn, you can fall into savings at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get fabulous fall savings during the Jeep Adventure Days. Returning lessees can lease a new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited for just $299 a month. Or lease a new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4 for just $189. And get 0% financing on select models. Whatever adventure you enjoy, we can get you there in a Jeep at All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Or online at allamericanjeep.net.
Just see when we came back from break. Welcome back to the Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. Jacob Hunsinger has been a big spark this second half of the year for this Hazleton area team. Takes the kickoff return for a touchdown, puts the Cougars up 10. Will Garcia for a Barbush Automotive kickoff. Squibbing kick. Bounces to... I believe that was Brendan DeMarzo. And DeMarzo gets out to the 38 of Crestwood. That's where they'll take over with 9:25 remaining.
Marty, let me cover the last 2 touchdowns since I didn't get a chance before that. Crestwood scored on Passman, 10-yard run, got outside. Run failed, 13 plays, 58 yards, made it 35-32. Hunsinger then took the kickoff, went 87 yards for the return. Garcia kicked 42-32, flag on the field.
And some of the Crestwood players are cheering, but Garrett Swank looks upset, so I'm not really sure which way this call is going to go. It's obviously a dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike against Crestwood, but Crestwood is cheering. I'm confused why they're cheering, but it looked like one of the Crestwood players after the kickoff kept yelling at the Hazleton area sideline, and I think that's what got them the 15-yard penalty. But the thing I don't understand is all the players that were applauding, you just lost 15 yards on a dead ball situation.
Yeah, I think they were applauding because evidently they felt they got someone's goat, but they're going to suffer the penalty. And now there's some discussion with the players, Crestwood players, and Greg Harkins, the referee.
Now Greg Harkins wants to have his own time and I guess have a conference with his officials, but
Coach,
very strange course of events. Right after that kickoff, one of the Crestwood players kept yelling at the Hazleton area sideline, and I think that was where the unsportsmanlike came from. Now Greg Harkins is talking to head coach Mike Brennan of Hazleton area. So I don't know if something was said from the Hazleton area sideline, but you would figure if it was that they would have penalized both teams.
I think Coach Brennan's upset at whatever was said, and who knows, on the sideline things get a little heated.
So, or maybe the one thing Coach Brennan is arguing, if it was dead ball, why isn't it 1st and 25? They actually brought the chains back to make it 1st and 10. That might be what Coach Brennan was arguing about, Coach.
Well, if it is a dead ball, you're right.
I think that should have been 1st and 25. Now Greg Harkins talking to Coach Myers of Crestwood.
If that exchange took place on the sidelines, verbal exchange, then while the play was going on, then it's a correct call. If not, if it's dead ball, you're right, Marty, it should be 1st and 25. But neither here nor there, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 23. So we'll play on with 9:25 left in the fourth. Cougars up 10. Passman being pressured. He's going to be sacked. Brought down by Lance Johnson.
What the offense predicates this on, you see this hesitation? Well, Lance Johnson's up the field. It helped that he ran right by a blocker. Lance Johnson, big play defensively.
So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play, back to the 13. Or excuse me, the 12. I apologize, the 12. A loss of 11, making it 2nd and 21. What a big play by Lance Johnson. And now we're going to get a late flag as a Crestwood player ran off the field late.
Substitution penalty.
Now Crestwood takes a timeout. 8:30, they're going to disregard the flag and say that Coach Myers got the timeout before the penalty. Now Coach Myers again talking to Greg Harkins here as he is unhappy. For a game that was a shootout and up and down and pretty smooth, all of a sudden it's bogged down into chaos.
74 total points. I would have taken the under, so I'm out of it.
So Crestwood will be left with one timeout remaining as they took one in the third quarter. So with 8:34 left in the ballgame, down 10, they've got a 2nd and 21 from the Cougar 12. Passman slings it out, caught by Naminsky, and he is tackled quickly by Sparky Wolk.
I'll tell you what, good defense there. Passman got the ball, but Wolk and Hunsinger both there. Hunsinger went for the interception.
Want to remind you at the end of tonight's game, Joe and I will select an Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game. And some people say obviously it should be Jacob Hunsinger, but we picked him last week. So we will spread the wealth around a little bit. And we'll have a different player of the game. But Jacob's had quite an evening, as he did last week for Hazleton area, to wrap up this season. Passman throws, trying for the hook and lateral. They got it. Petrosky down the sideline. Schneider will bring him down inside the 40 to the Cougar 37. What a play for a Harry's You Pull It. First down.
You gotta love it. Coach Myers going deep in the playbook here. Last game of the season. Passman makes the throw.
Looked forward, but
ladies and gentlemen, there was
if that was a lateral, it definitely looked forward. Now, we're not on the field, so we can't see the real-time action, so to speak. But take a look here. There's the pass.
Yeah,
you know what? I think it was a hit, and maybe the ball popped out. That's what it looked like there.
Regardless, Crestwood with a 1st and 10 looking for Petrosky, and they can't connect in the end zone. Schneider on the coverage, but to get back to what you were, if that was a hook and lateral, Coach Myers figures, well, this is it, so we'll bring everything out. No reason to leave it in the playbook.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, go deep in the playbook at this time of year. Nice throw by Passman, not quite connecting. Schneider on coverage, second down.
Damiano Funeral Home, located in McAdoo, providing traditional and pre-arrangement services and cremations, which are performed at their on-site facility. For professional and courteous service, call Damiano Funeral Home, 570-929-2820. Passman rolls, complete to Naminsky. Knocked out of bounds by Hunsinger, and it'll depend on the spot, but he may have enough for a first down.
Good pressure. Hazleton area had a defender up the field, but Passman showing some...
Well, actually, they're going to rule that it was incomplete. I apologize. Yeah, there you see the ball pop out at the end. Hunsinger knocked it away, so I apologize. Incomplete pass.
Seth Hunsinger, good penetration. Looks like one of the Crestwood players got away with a little bit of a grab of a jersey, and we go to the shift.
3rd and 10 from the 34. Caparucio on the direct snap. He cuts it back, and he gets tripped up and brought down at the 26 by Wolk.
Nice tackle by Sparky Wolk. Caparucio adding to his total tonight. Clock running. Getting close to 7 minutes. Down by 10. Here you see the student body left. A lot of people out there.
4th down and 2. Caparucio, 17 carries, 106 yards, and he has 2 rushing touchdowns for the Comets on the night. Will he be a part of the big 4th and 2 to try to keep things alive for Crestwood? Caparucio gets the direct snap, trying to get to the outside. He's got the first down or more as he cuts it back, and he'll be pushed out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good for Harry's, you pull it. Crestwood first down.
Here you see it again. 1, 2, 3 on the corner. At least 3 blockers. You had a diving grab there, but Caparucio picks up the first down.
Reed with the tackle, but not before the Comets get in the Grand Central red zone. 1st and 10 from the Cougar 11. Caparucio again on a direct snap. He takes it left. Still on his feet before he is dragged out at about the 5. Molesky and Reed on the play.
Counter. Crestwood's version of the counter. Pulling 2 guards and maybe a tackle. Caparucio, here you see it, 1, 2. Plus you have your 2 up backs that are also leading. A lot of people there. You want to score pretty quickly here.
2nd and 4 from the 5. Caparucio again. Cuts it back. And the Cougars stack him up. It looked like Sparky Wolk was the first one to get a hold of him.
Good job defensively. Caparucio decided to put the brakes on, try to take it inside. You see again, bunch of people, and Sparky Wolk does an excellent job redirecting and making the tackle.
But as you mentioned, Joe, clock continues to run. You're down 10, and it's approaching 5-10 and counting with a 3rd and 3 from the 4.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt if you're Crestwood, you're going as we have a timeout call.
Now after the official timeout, they wind the clock. 5 minutes left. Crestwood down 10 with a 3rd and 3. Joe, the way that play ended up going, and it looked like they weren't all on the same page on snap count, were they running the old Fumblerooski?
I'm not sure. I think it was just because they weren't on the same page.
Because it looked like the way they took off to the left, the ball stayed.
Right. I think it was just because they weren't on the same page and the ball stayed on the ground, I believe.
And actually, they ruled the penalty on Hazleton area.
Offside.
So the offsides makes it 3rd and a long 1. Crestwood could get a first without scoring. Naminsky in one-on-one coverage to the bottom of your screen. Swank goes to the top. But it's Caparucio. And Caparucio is in for a 2 Italian Guys Pizzeria. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the night for Crestwood.
Crestwood continuing. They're pounding that ball, doing a great job with Caparucio. Passman. Offensive line has definitely established themselves tonight. Down 4. Going to kick it, which will bring them within 3 if it's successful. They've had a little bit of a problem with this, Marty.
Couple of key points left on the field on bad snaps. This one is handled. Swank's kick is up and good. 4:33 left in the ball game. Hazleton area 42, Crestwood 39. This game brought to you by Coordinated Health.
Whether you suffer a sports injury or have a chronic orthopedic issue, Coordinated Health has everything you need from start to finish. Our team of highly trained specialists work together with just one goal in mind: to get you back to your life.
You got a disc herniation. We got this.
For orthopedics at the next level, Coordinated Health has you covered.
We got this. We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
Coordinated Health. We got this.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
We welcome you back to Harmon Guy Stadium, Lehigh Valley Health Network Game of the Week, week number 10. The Comets now down 3 with 4:33 left. Garrett Swank on for a Barbush Automotive kickoff.
Let's look and see if they come up with something on the kickoff. They have 4 minutes, so which means if they're going to kick it away, they got to make a defensive stop.
Kick popped up in the air, taken by Sparky Wolk. And Wolk is brought down in the open field. Nice play there by Matt Dean.
Great play by Dean. Excellent job on the tackle. Marty, Crestwood, Caparucio, left side, 2-yard run for the touchdown. Swank with the kick. 10 plays, 62 yards. Passman was 2 for 4 for 54 yards. Caparucio, 5 rushes, 32 yards.
Joe, a little quiz for you. When was the last time Hazleton ran an offensive play?
Third quarter.
About 4:57 left in the third. That great run by Damon Horton for the touchdown. We've since had 2 Crestwood offensive touchdowns, and in the middle of that, Jacob Hunsinger's kickoff return for a touchdown. Hazleton area offense hasn't been on the field for over a full quarter. As Horton gets to carry, and he'll get about 5 to the 35. We've talked about it so often through the year. Coach Brennan had the whole offense over to the sideline. Is this when you say to your offensive line, now's when you win us the game? Crestwood only 1 timeout remaining. You grind out a couple of first downs, you're going to wind this clock down.
Yep, your game, offensive line. You want to be recognized. They've done a nice job during the year. They ran Horton on that little sprint draw for 5 yards.
Horton will get it again. This time he picks up about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. More importantly, the clock will just continue to roll.
Yeah, I think at this point you want to save that timeout if you're Coach Meyer. At least use it Now, if they don't get the first here, maybe you think about calling the timeout, using it, and then use the sideline during your offensive series. Clock running, heading toward 3 minutes.
Fisher and Hunsinger to the bottom of your screen. Cougars go out of the eye.
Big conversion here.
Horton cut it back and picked up the first down across the 40 to the 41. A Harry's you pull it first down, but more importantly, a new set of downs. 2:57 left on the clock on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, Horton, again, right side. At this point, you say to your line, you have to block, keep the ball, 2 to Horton. Make sure you have ball possession. Make sure. Crestwood defensively tackling the football along with the carrier.
Horton trying to bounce it to the outside. Wants to stay in bounds. What do the officials rule? That'll be more important than the yardage, as he picked up about 4. Clock continues to run. While the clock continues to run, fourth quarter from Spartan Stadium, the Spartans leading Williamsport 46-14. Great news for Cougar fans who are hoping to get a home playoff game. Numbers need to be figured out and such, but if both scores from here and in Kingston stay the same, there's a possibility in the rematch Hazleton area could be hosting Williamsport next weekend to start district playoffs for the year 2018. Horton on second down, spun down by Naminsky.
Naminsky with a very, very good tackle here, and we're going to have a timeout, I believe.
I believe Coach Myers took his final timeout to stop the clock with 1:36 remaining. And that is the third and final timeout. And win or lose tonight, Joe, we talked to him before the game. We're going to miss Greg Myers. 13 years at Crestwood, done a great job with this program, and in our coverage of the year over the years of Crestwood football, he's been nothing but hospitable to us and accommodating to anything we asked, whether it be interviews or just bugging him during the week for rosters and starting lineups and such. And he's one of those good people that you get to meet in this business, and I'm happy for him that he's going to get a chance to go and see his children play different sports, but he's definitely going to be missed.
I'll tell you what, he's the kind of coach that can take his and beat you and take yours and beat you. He really does a very good job putting his players in an advantageous position, which you're supposed to do as a coach.
So we've got a 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Wolk checks to the sideline. Crestwood out of timeouts. If the Cougars get a first down, that'll pretty much end the ball game. Wolk, loose football, and Sparky Wolk jumped on it.
I'm not sure if Sparky Wolk wanted to take that out and go to the corner with it. Never got the opportunity. They've been very good with that fake all year long, but I think that maybe, let's watch this. I think that's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to go to the corner with it, forcing a 4th down here.
Coach Brennan is with the official on the sideline. I think it's going to be one of those. They're going to try to judge it with the back judge as far as they get as close to 0 as possible, and they'll take a timeout before the BLB Auto Sales punt.
I don't think there's any doubt that that's going to happen. There you see the timeout called by Coach Brennan and the Cougars.
So the clock will stop with 48.9 seconds left.
Very interesting and enjoyable football game tonight.
And you know what? I think what the Crestwood team did tonight, it's a chilly night. You're coming and playing a very good Hazleton area team. But this Crestwood team has battled from the start, and I think it's a credit for not only how well prepared they are by this coaching staff, but I think it's a credit of how they feel for Coach Myers and this staff that they went all out tonight for them.
No, there's no doubt that emotion played. It plays a part in every football game, but you can't play a whole game on emotion, whether it be college, pro, or high school. But they've executed well. They're going to give themselves a chance at the end. They have run the ball well. They've picked up yardage. Passman has shown that he can get it up there. He can throw the football.
Wolk with the BLB Auto Sales punt, got it off. And it's picked up and run out of bounds by Swank. They're going to say he went out of bounds at the Crestwood 38. So 40.6 seconds remain in the fourth. Hazleton area up 42-39. Crestwood out of timeouts. Ball at the 38.
I'll tell you what, you want a good rush from your front, but your coverage people better stay alert because, as I said, Passman has shown the ability to get the ball down the field. He is throwing with a pretty good wind at this point if we look at the flags on the opposite.
Naminsky to the top of your screen, one-on-one coverage with Hunsinger. Petrosky goes in motion to the top of your screen. Passman looking for Petrosky, tipped up in the air and falls incomplete. Sparky Wolk almost came up with the game-ending pick.
Passman threw it out of a straight drop back, took the snap and stayed within the tackles to make that throw. Sparky Wolk, good coverage. Here you're going to see it. Passman got a little pressure there right at the end. Makes the throw. Stops the clock. 33.5. If they're going to throw it, they can throw at least three more.
Hazleton area wants to take a timeout and discuss things with their defense. They'll be left with one timeout remaining. What's at stake? We know for sure in the 2-3 game in 6A interdistricts that'll begin next weekend, it'll be Williamsport and Hazleton area. The question is, if Williamsport, who last check was losing, and Hazleton area wins tonight, there is some thought that Hazleton area, who started the weekend at the 3, may leapfrog and become a 2, which means the rematch of that 64-63 thriller here will be played right back here at Harmon Guy Stadium. If not, the game would be played in Williamsport next weekend.
Yeah, I think it all depends on the teams that they have beaten and what they've done. I don't understand. It's a little bit like my algebra class in 10th grade. I didn't understand that either.
Contact Kabishan and Ator at 789 Airport Road, Hazel Township for assistance with financial planning and investments. Call 570-454-1663. And they want you to know, go Cougars! Double reverse, Swank looks to throw. Downfield, here comes Wolk, and it'll fall incomplete. They were looking for Naminsky. Hunsinger on the coverage. Wolk came from center field to knock it away.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the play because it's pretty much going to be a pass no matter what happens in the backfield. They had a double reverse there. I think what you're trying to do here is maybe pick up the first down if you can so that you have a shot at the end zone. Here you see it, 1, 2, and then throw it up. If anybody's going to throw it, for me at this point, it's going to be Passman.
Swank goes in motion. Passman rolls right, looking. Throws to the sideline, incomplete. I believe he was looking for Swank. It'll bring up 4th and 10.
As I said before, the mindset defensively is make sure it's not a touchdown. If I'm looking to throw this ball, I might be throwing it at 15 or 20 yards, pick up the first down, then have a shot at the end zone. You don't have any timeouts, so you have to use the sideline, or with the wind blowing, maybe Passman figures, well, I'm just going downfield with it. See what the call is from the sideline.
Cougars look to go with a 4-man rush. Passman rolls. Throws, and it is caught. Tackled in play by Dallas Solomon was Figmick Jr. Clock stops at 11.2 to move the chains. Crestwood will rush to the line to down it and stop the clock.
Great job by Figmick Jr. making that catch. Now you can throw it in the end zone. They killed the clock.
8.7 seconds remain.
They have 25 seconds to get, as soon as he marks the ball, he being the referee, Greg Harkins, will mark it, and then they have 25 seconds. It's second down, off the spike. The referee set the ball, so they have 25 seconds now to put the ball in play.
Three receivers to the top of your screen. Passman looks that way. Throws, complete to Dominski. He'll get out of bounds quickly. Looks like he'll get to the 41 for a gain of 9. That doesn't really matter. The clock down to 2.9 seconds left. This will be the ball game.
Shorter throw to the end zone, basically. So we're going to throw it up. You're going to rush 4. You're going to drop at least 5, maybe 6. See if you can get a rush from your front 4. That will help. Timeout.
Coach Brennan wanted to see how Coach Myers lined them up offensively. Takes his last timeout defensively to set up this final play of the game. 2.9 seconds left. 42-39, Hazleton area in front on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
You know what, Marty? You tell your defenders, you know where the goal line is? Make sure that you're as deep or a little deeper than the deepest receiver. Try to get a rush from your front 4. Tell them to try to get up the field.
So it'll be Seth Hunsinger, Bryce Reed, Jared Cunningham, Richie Santos, the front 4 that'll apply the pressure, as it looks like the Cougars will play coverage with the rest of the defense. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Petrosky is at the bottom. 2.9 seconds remain. Flag stops the play as it looks like Hazleton area jumped off sides.
Yeah, we're going to have a 5-yard penalty, defensive offsides. So it's going to be a little shorter.
For paperwork matters, a Harry's you pull it first down via penalty, but it doesn't really matter except for the 5 yards to the 36. Still 2.9 seconds remain.
I don't know if I wouldn't take a linebacker like Lance Johnson, short side of the field, and bring him.
Passman heaves it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Cougars win their 3rd in a row. As it wasn't easy, as Crestwood battled to the last second for their head coach, Greg Myers, who has probably coached his last game as he resigns at the end of the year. He embraces Coach Brennan out on the field, and Hazleton area goes to 5-5 to wait and see how the numbers shake out. They're hoping to get the rematch with Williamsport at home next weekend here at Harmon Geist Stadium.
I'll tell you what, Coach Myers, you did a great job, I thought. Coach Brennan has done an excellent job with this Hazleton team. Very entertaining ball game. I'll tell you why we look at Caparucio on as we're going to go down for the interview.
Sold that thought, Joe. Down to the field, Mike Sosar with winning head coach Mike Brennan.
Thanks, guys. Coach, despite only having the ball once since 4:57 in the 3rd, managed to hang on to defense, holding strong.
You know, it wasn't our best game. It's a rivalry game. We knew they'd play with energy. Their kids played a heck of a football game. hats off to Coach Myers and those guys. I respect Greg and appreciate what he's done over his career. I wish him well. We got to play better. Defensively, we got to play better, bottom line. And, but we found a way to dig out a win, and you have to appreciate every single one you get. So we're glad we got this one.
In between all that, speaking of finding a way, that 80-yard kick returned by Hunsicker didn't exactly put a hindrance on the victory.
What a job. That team is that's the second one he's had this year. He just makes play after play after play. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of all our guys because we had to gut it out. And, watch football on weekends. There's lots of ugly football games. It certainly wasn't our best, but we got the win here at home on senior night. I'm happy for our seniors. I'm proud of them. And now we get ready for Williamsport.
Yeah, Coach, moving on with Williamsport, they just told me in my ear Williamsport did win. Or lost, I'm sorry. Sets up a possible home game for next week.
We're not 100% sure. We're hoping our kids have a chance to play here again, and we'll lick our wounds, we'll prepare, and we'll come back and give a better effort next week.
Coach, best of luck in the playoffs. Thanks again. Back upstairs, fellas.
Thank you, Mike. And Hazleton area winners of 3 in a row to finish the year 5-5. As Coach Brennan said, the hope is to get one more game here, but have to wait and see how the numbers play out, as Williamsport also 5-5 will be the rematch next weekend.
I'll tell you what I liked about Coach Brennan's comment. They gutted it out. He got this team thinking we can win, and that's important, very important when you go into a program where maybe they've struggled a little bit. Now in the 4th or 5th year for Coach Brennan, they're starting to expect to win, and that's good. Again, the other side of the coin, Coach Myers, we've said a lot of good things about him, and I can't say enough about the job he's done tonight as well as the Williamsport game. They had a great game plan the first half. They just let things get away from the second half. But good ball game, very entertaining.
And one of the things Coach Myers did with his offense, 268 yards rushing, 132 passing, 400 yards of total offense. And I know Coach Brennan will want to get that tightened up for next week. Hazleton area, 122 yards rushing, 209 yards through the air for 331 yards passing. Which brings us to our Arc Electric, the Wire Guys player of the game. And we went with one of those senior leaders, quarterback Sparky Wolk. Finished 8 of 13 on senior night, 209 yards passing, 1 interception, but one of 3 touchdowns, 2 of them going to Jacob Hunsinger, and a big 4th down conversion through the air to Matt Fisher. Ryan Sparky Wolk on senior night, our Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game.
Not only offensively, he did a very good job on defensively, made some stops, also made some nice plays in the secondary. Sparky Wolk.
Our Arc Electric The Wire Guys player of the game. There's that fake touchdown right before the half to Matt Fisher that put the Cougars up 9 before halftime. Cougars never trailed in this game. Had it tied once and had it very tight at other points as they come away with the 42-39 victory. Damon Horton, 17 carries, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Caparucio for Crestwood, 21 carries, 129 yards, 3 touchdowns. Passman, 9 of 21 through the air for 132 yards. If this is our last game, we're not sure how playoffs will work out. Stay tuned to WYLN programming for possible playoff games to air on WYLN. I've got to thank the best production crew in the business. They do a great job, make us look good, which is very hard to do. They work very hard before the game, during the game, and after. Greatest production crew to work for. You'll see their names in the credits. Led by our director, Barry J.S. Coach, it's been another great year. Let's do it again come this winter with basketball.
I'm looking forward to that. I'd also like to congratulate our crew downstairs, also our statistician, Jay Burns.
Jim Burns doing a great job on stats. For Mike Sosar, Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, thank you so much to Greg Myers, who is resigning as this is his last game, to go and pursue and follow his kids playing their sports. Enjoy fall softball, basketball, and soccer, Coach Myers. It's been a pleasure to deal with you for so many years. Thank you so much, and enjoy your kids' sporting activities. Once again, the final score, Hazleton area 42, Crestwood 39. This has been a WYLN Sports Special presentation. Good night from Hazleton.
You're watching Monterey City's Choice. For news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Helping your dollars go further every day. Stay